Hello, thank you for checking out another Vintage Gaming World video tutorial. On this one we're going to be showing you about the PS1 problem where the open button, it won't stay, either the disc tray won't stay closed or it's hard to get it open. Kind of like this right here. Got to slam it shut, or otherwise, you know, it just does that where it takes 4 or 5 times to get it to really close. What you'll need is, I'll bring the camera over here. Some Q-tips will be good. I've got a precision screwdriver set and a regular Phillips head screwdriver. One thing you're going to need, I don't have here, is some sort of cleaner. I usually use Windex or some sort of glass cleaner. That's the best kind because it doesn't leave streaks or residue. Okay, now what I've got here is just the top case for PS1. It's just the top piece, that's all it is. I've already disassembled it. Okay, now as you can see, it's really pretty simple mechanisms they have here. There's a little plate over the open button. There's just 2 screws holding it in. We're going to start by taking those 2 screws out. Okay, get them out. You want to be careful because there's a spring. You can see there's a little itty-bitty spring right in here, and it can pop out, and this little piece is loose. It can just come right out. Okay, one of the problems is you'll get sticky stuff or dirt. The actual open part of the button is just a piece of plastic that slides along, and whenever the button is pushed, it releases it and the door comes open. So there's some pieces of plastic here that can get rough, and they grind on it, so that's why the button gets stuck down in there and won't let it eject. So all we're going to do is we're going to take this out. There's 2 little prongs on each side. You got to push them inwards. Then you kind of push it out a little bit. Kind of wiggle it, and there you got the open button out. As you can see in here, it's real dirty. It's it's got all kinds of sticky looking crap all over the place. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to set these 2 things aside, or this part aside anyways. Okay, good way. First you got to take the Windex and put it on the tip of this. Like I said, I don't have any, but put the Windex on this, take it and rub all these parts down real good. Anything that looks like it could be sticky or kind of abrasive, just take all that off of there. Alright, next you're going to want to do the same thing around here. Just kind of clean it all up a little bit with the Windex on there. Just do the best you can to get anything that's sticky off of it. I'm going to do the same thing for in here. Kind of clean this up inside of it a little bit. It works a whole lot better if you've got the Windex, though. I just didn't have any for some reason. Alright. Now, a nifty little trick is I don't have a actual razor blade, but I do have an X-Acto knife. One thing is that it just gets beat up. So what you can do is, now make sure you know what you're doing, because you can cut yourself real bad. Just kind of trim it a little bit. Just take it and trim a little bit of that plastic off. Just kind of scrape it along the top of it. You don't want to take a whole lot or anything, so don't dig. But that's really what's going to help it, because it won't have the opportunity to get caught anymore, or get stuck on it. It'll be a lot easier for it to slide out of the way. You can see I'm just taking off little itty chunks of time. Kind of smoothing it up a little bit. Alright, now that should be good. We should be able to open and close pretty easily. So we're going to put all this back in there. Make sure I clean all that off right. Make sure you get the opening in the right direction, but it won't let you put it one way. Snaps right in there. Now just be careful when you put this back together. Kind of make sure it's positioned in the right place. You'll kind of get the idea. And it's always good too that when you take it off, kind of pay attention to how it sits on there. Alright, make sure you got it locked in the right place, and you kind of push it down and then kind of pull it back on the spring a little bit and it'll get them in the right place. Just hold it down, get these 2 screws in there. Now if this doesn't work, then that means that this little spring in there just took too much abuse over the years, and I don't really know how easy it is to find a replacement spring other than just getting one off of another PS1. Anyways, that's good. Let's see if it worked, even though I didn't have the cleaner. Now look at that. The button pops up every single time, and it doesn't have a problem closing. And that's really what it was, is you gotta trim that little bit of plastic stuff off of there, off of that button, and it's a whole different PlayStation 1 after that. I hope this helped, and I hope if you've had this error that makes it easier for you to get some more life out of your console. Please check out vintagegamingworld.com for more tutorials, just all kinds of stuff on there with vintage gaming related, and thanks a lot for watching.